TomoNews presents Insomnia.
Maybe this is why you can't sleep at night. Scientists say looking at digital devices at night could be ruining our sleep. According to a study, blue light emitted by electronic devices, including smartphones, tablets, and flat-screen TVs, has a detrimental effect on sleep quality. Blue light is also emitted by the sun. It activates cells in the eyes that suppress the body's production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. The study found that subjects who wore glasses to block blue light at night experienced a 50% increase in melatonin levels and reported better sleep. The authors of the study recommend people should wear blue light blocking glasses at night and switch electronic devices to night mode. Doing that, they say, is the secret to a good night's sleep.
Girl plays piano in her sleep. Literally.
This is Isabel from New Zealand. Shh, she's sleeping.
This video of Izzy playing piano in the middle of the night went viral after a relative uploaded the clip to YouTube last week. Some people claim the video's fake, but Izzy and several of her friends insist the footage is legit. Someone claiming to be the 13-year-old's piano teacher commented on the video. She's a beginner pupil, wrote Elizabeth Tovey. This is more like improvising from her subconscious. What do you think, viewers? Are Izzy's skills amazing or snorable?
Can this helmet help cure depression? This helmet could be used to help treat depression. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have developed a helmet that has the potential to relieve symptoms of depression. During clinical trials, half of the volunteers wore the helmet at home for 30 minutes a day. Consisting of 7 coils, the helmet emits electromagnetic pulses to brain tissue. The pulses mimic the brain's natural electrical fields. These electrical fields spur the growth of blood vessels and the release of growth hormones by stimulating the cerebral capillaries. The majority of subjects reported improved moods. The subjects continued to take their antidepressants during the trial. Scientists say that the device has a different theoretical basis from the controversial electroconvulsive therapy.
This robot pillow could be the key to a good night's sleep. A group of robotics and engineering students from the Netherlands have created a robot pillow, which they say improves sleep quality. The robot pillow, dubbed Somnox, is equipped with multiple high-sensitivity sensors and an artificial intelligence algorithm. The pillow can interpret whether the user is awake or in a deep sleep. The robot then uses the data to create a breathing rhythm that can induce the user to sleep within minutes. In the morning, the pillow emits a gradually increasing light to wake the user up. Somnox is still in the prototype phase, and it is not yet known when it will be available to buy.
Study finds using tablets for bedtime reading wrecks your sleep. Using certain e-readers or tablets in bed late at night leads to poorer quality sleep, a recent study from Harvard Medical School found. The study found that blue light emitted by certain electronic devices lowers the production of melatonin, the hormone which regulates the body's sleep. During the study, those using e-readers and tablets instead of books took 1.5 hours longer to fall asleep. Their REM sleep, which is critical to memory consolidation, was also shortened. Despite having the same amount of sleep, those using light-emitting electronic readers felt groggier and more tired than those who read a book before bed. Scientists advise people to minimize the use of such devices before bedtime, especially in teenagers who need more sleep than adults.
A new way to monitor sleep disorders. Millions of Americans suffer from sleep disorders, but a visit to a sleep clinic may make your quality of sleep even worse. A team of researchers from MIT has developed a device that can monitor sleep patterns without requiring the subject to be attached to any sensors. Monitoring sleep disorders usually requires attaching electrodes and sensors to patients, which can further disrupt the quality of sleep. A new method developed by MIT researchers involves broadcasting radio frequency signals toward a person, while the signals are also reflected back to the receiver. The captured radio signals are then studied by a deep learning algorithm that can determine the sleep stages a subject is going through. The researchers say they also plan to conduct further studies on the impact diseases such as Parkinson's or Alzheimer's have on sleep. Sleep tight if you don't want to get Alzheimer's. A new study shows that even a single bad night's sleep could raise levels of a protein that may lead to clogs in the brain and result in dementia. Amyloid beta and tau are two proteins in the brain that are naturally produced but can cause clogs and tangles in the brain. The proteins are cleared away when the body enters slow-wave sleep. Experiments have shown amyloid levels increase by about 10%, with tau levels also increasing after slow-wave sleep is disrupted for just a few consecutive nights in a row. Amyloid beta protein levels in excess of 10% could cause amyloid plaques that lead to dementia. Meanwhile, the increase of tau could cause tangles in the brain that lead to Alzheimer's disease. More than 5 million Americans have Alzheimer's disease, and many more others are expected to develop the disease as the population ages. There is currently no cure or treatment for the disease.
US scientists believe that one of the main reasons we sleep is to remove waste our brain generates during daily activities. Brain waste, including beta amyloids and taus, generates an interstitial fluid during daily cogitation. While some of the waste dissolves in interstitial fluid, the majority must be transported out via cerebral spinal fluid. The astrocyte, a type of glial cell, has tiny pores that suck cerebrospinal fluid from blood vessels into the interstitial space. During sleep, cerebrospinal fluid enters the brain rapidly to mix with interstitial fluid, washing brain waste from arteries and veins. The waste ends up in the liver. The process of brain cleansing is more active during sleep, when the glial cells shrink and the size of the interstitial space increases. An experiment carried out on mice by scientists at the University of Rochester Medical Center found that their glial cells carried 60% more cerebrospinal fluid when the mice were asleep.
Some people might count sheep to get to sleep, but one Polish company offers a new solution. A Warsaw-based startup, IQ Intel Clinic, announced at TechCrunch Disrupt San Francisco 2013 that their electronic sleep mask Ziz will help users sleep more easily. The device uses a combination of sensors, software, and a smartphone app to interpret and optimize sleep quality. 3 sensors in the mask measure brainwaves, eye movement, and muscle tension, then send the sleep cycle information to a smartphone. The average sleep cycle is 90 minutes. After a designated number of complete cycles, the smartphone will send a signal to wake the user up. LED lights in the mask gradually get brighter to wake up the user gently. The prototype is battery charged, but the company will also release a version which works with micro USB. The device is still in development and will require FDA approval to reach the market.
A New Zealand woman who drove nearly 200 miles, 300 kilometers while asleep, has alarmed friends and police, not only by driving for 5 hours while unconscious, but also managing to text while doing so. Suffering from a sleeping disorder, the woman reportedly took insomnia medication, but then somehow got behind the wheel around midnight on Thursday. A friend alerted the police after she received a text message similar to the one sent 10 months ago during a previous sleep driving episode. Police tracking her cell phone signal say she covered some 190 miles during her sleepy sojourn, from Hamilton to Mount Maunganui via Auckland. She was found slumped over her steering wheel just before 5 a.m. in the driveway of her former home. She had zero recollection of the previous 5 hours. Police banned her from driving for the next 12 hours and are fighting to keep her off the road for longer. Sleep experts, baffled by the case, have differing explanations and have pointed to a combination of stress and the sleeping tablets as the cause of the strange behavior.